Making a luxury fragrance commercial is a cool idea in theory, but how do you actually pull off these beautiful visuals without totally breaking the bank? So my friend Mike Larsen, or Mike Biggins on Instagram, is a master of aesthetics. He is so good at dialing in what is cool. So when he came to me and said, I have an idea for a Perfume Spec ad, are you in? I was absolutely in. He needed our team's help to come in, bring the gear, bring the crew, and really execute to make that vision come to life. And can I say, we absolutely killed it. All right, Mike, well, dude, give us the vision.
I want this to be like a collaborative effort always, you know? I'm just going for kind of a visual feel, build something out of some of these like visual references. So I have a studio, I have a stylist. Her name's Ellie Fleming. She's amazing. She has some contact, a couple of talent that we're going to be working with.
We just got Rick rolled, dude.
Do you guys see what's behind me?
They Rick rolled on all 6 screens.
That's crazy.
Recently, we've been loving the Leica R, I guess, cinemated lenses. Enough sharpness, but I think a little bit of character too. That one with the hand holding bottle, it's kind of got the light like fragments off that glass. So I don't know if that's something maybe we could use the starburst filter for.
Yeah, I like that. And obviously, like with these shots, I think we can mess around with a lot of, if you're going for a sense of nostalgia or dreaminess, there's probably like filters we can use. We can shoot through things. The more like layers we can have inside of a frame would always be really helpful. I love doing stuff like this because it's like, oh no, you don't have to capture the product in this perfect light. It's like, no, let's make it messy. Let's make it feel rich with texture and stuff like that.
With the combination of our lighting, cool talent that you've already sourced, the location and the styling, this is going to be really easy. I feel like we could do this in a day.
Mike, dude, thanks for bringing us on for this. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for being a part of it. I wanted to do something more fashion kind of space. Perfume is just like an accessible product. Talking to Ellie about it, and she went and bought a few different brands of perfume, and that bottle I just thought had like a cool look. And then we're like, oh, like fragrance. So we got some flowers, and my buddy Shell picked those flowers up from a flower shop on the way to the shoot. Wasn't anything crazy. It's like, got talent, got a location, got some flowers, and the product.
Now, obviously, this is a spec ad, but you are getting a little glimpse into the process that we utilize every single day here at FilmLaab, creating content, building campaigns out for the brands that we work with. If you're somebody who wants to work with us, click the link below the like button and let's make some magic.
See these get stuck?
Cardellini clamp. Yeah, what the heck's that all about? Dude, you got that?
Oh, that's the C300, dude. I thought that was the red. I thought that was the red for a minute.
Mike, you going autofocus on the red?
Dude, you look kind of sick with this backdrop behind you. Just summon that mountain with that Seeger.
Yeah, he's over there. We gotta get rendezvous to that point.
And we're gonna meet him at the base. See the base?
Yeah, I see it.
Yep. There's a few Sherpas down there.
Our fearless DP for the day right here.
I'm so hungry.
Do you want me to order? Let me order DoorDash, dude. What are you feeling?
Zulu.
Zulu?
That's close.
Deal.
Originally, when we were talking about the idea, it was supposed to be a guy and a girl model. When I got there, Mike was like, hey, the guy bailed, so it's just her. But luckily, we have 2 different outfits to work with.
It's a spec. We're not paying anyone. That happens. Sometimes the talent's like, hey, I got a paid job today. So we kind of had to switch things up. I almost wanted to be like a love story. Part of working in a creative field is creative problem solving. Coming up with like on the fly. All right, this is what we have. How can we make this into something that we're going to be proud of? Really what it comes down to when you're working too, and you get an actual job, that stuff happens.
Whoa, what are you doing again?
Hey, calm down, dude. All I do is eat, man. You see how calorie that camera is? Burns calories.
Yeah, it does, dude. That thing's a beast, bro. Look at this baby.
Hopefully the lens is like so tight. When we do our DZOs, it's like this.
I like your lens, bro.
Me too.
Not his anymore.
Still is.
Mine. And Danny's.
Careful, guys.
And Mitch's.
And Mike.
What you got there? A little moon blanket.
For everybody staying on task, and we're capturing the shots needed to tell the story that I'm hoping to tell. Now, in this scenario, although I got credited with being the director, I would have to give a lot of props to Mike, who was being the DP, really did have the initial creative visions, assisted by Danny, Grayson, and Branson, and just everyone else pushing things forward. We had Ellie at wardrobe, who was phenomenal at styling, making sure the talent always looked good in every shot. We had a makeup artist on set helping out. We had a photographer named Shell, and everything really came together because we all had the same shared vision.
Can we get a pilot budget?
A what?
A pilot budget. So basically, we have a concept, and then we go shoot it for the company, and then pitch it to them.
And they
That
pay
makes
you
sense.
a lot of money just to make something silly.
Tyson can give us the budget.
I'll back it. I'll back it.
Oh, back it. Cool.
Hey.
He's like, I got $20 for you.
Talk to me about what the shoot's all about, what we're doing.
We're just getting kind of conceptual with it. There isn't like a deep story to this or anything. We're just like getting shots that are beautiful, trying to piece them all together into something creative and interesting. And like, I don't know, we're all just hanging out and collaborating. That's what it's all about.
The first setup was pretty simple. It was the girl by the flower, and then we had a aperture 600D above her with just the normal softbox. And then we used an opal diffusion to kind of double diffuse that, but it was still really harsh that you'll see in the final product. We boomed that overhead with a menace arm that Branson rigged up.
Timu. Yeah. Prism Lens Effects, Timu version.
Timu?
Is it Timu if you get the same results?
You probably have noticed in perfume commercials, the lighting is usually quite dramatic. Really focus on harsh lighting, unique shadows, and really making sure we shape the model as well as the product. This helped us in a couple of ways. One, it made it so we didn't need to have a super large space. Now, we did shoot it inside of a studio, but it made me realize something like this could honestly be pulled off inside of a garage.
Let me show you what I just did, how I contributed to this shot. So over here, Branson was a little concerned about this big power bank thing falling. So what I did is I let him know that it's secure right here. And then other than that, I've pretty much just been supervising. So I feel really proud of this shot, proud of what I did.
He ordered Zulu.
Proud of this team.
He ordered Zulu for us.
I ordered Zulu.
He ordered Zulu. That was probably the most important part of the day.
Nobody wants a hangry crew, dude.
Why they all call me bougie, bougie, bougie? I never let.
I love this shot we ended up getting. She's holding it, and the way the light was like refracting through the bottle and hitting her face. We played with those like Mylar blankets to kind of give like a water shimmer on her a couple of times.
We have the gear to support complicating something, putting up, 3 or 4 different lights to light a subject. But this time we didn't want to overcomplicate it. We simplified things down, used either 1 or 2 lights per scene, and really made her the hero. We used a spotlight on the wall to cast that harsh shadow for some of those cool shots you see. We had another overhead menace arm rig with another 600D, this time with the Chinese lantern. We just had someone strong arming it, pushing it back and forth to kind of cast those shadows and change the light. That always makes things look a little more dynamic in studios when you can mess with the lights.
Is there an angle on that, Grayson, that you can get?
Back up. Like, find it right here.
So Mike, what are we trying to do right now, dude?
Just trying to get a sharp kind of silhouette on the wall of this perfume, and also like get some of the light coming through the bottle and hitting the wall. Just give us some texture and closer to the wall. How would I have it? Like that?
Yeah. Oh, it was square too.
I really want to see what it looks like with the dome on the light. Might be a sharper shadow.
If we walk the light even closer, does that help? Does
Maybe.
that sharpen us up? That might help.
It might.
Sorry, like.
Let's just try going like.
Yeah, so the reason that the spotlight works well is because if we're farther away with a really spotlighty light, you end up with a sharper shadow.
That's right.
He has to be close to the wall or whatever. And then, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna look.
I smell so good.
I really like this one.
Walk through it. Yes, queen.
Do you guys like this hand more? Or
I like the shape of the shadow better with that.
this hand?
Yeah. I'm wondering if we call an audible and just shoot the wide. Action.
So there was a little moment on set where I actually had an idea. I saw that Mike was kind of working with our dolly going right to left, but he wasn't getting her totally out of frame. So I said, Mike, start with her completely out of frame, go move past her, and then take her completely out of frame on the left. And the reason is, I think we could probably do some masking and do that several times in several different positions or spots, and we could get a really cool sequence of her kind of moving all together. And we were able to pull that off in post. Thank you, Jason. But that was just a little something that I was able to contribute. But it was cool to see everyone coming in with unique ideas. How do we light this different? How do we move the camera a little differently? Because we didn't go in with a really strong shot list. We just had an idea for a couple of different lighting setups that we wanted to pull off. So we wrapped on filming. Once we got into post, we actually realized we needed some more product specific shots. So Mike and Grayson went back into the studio.
The cool part about the studio B-roll is we also didn't overcomplicate it. We put a spotlight in the back, shooting through fish tank to backlight the bottle as it was falling through the water. The problem was that it fell down so fast, so I had to shoot it at 480 frames per second on our Red V Raptor, and so that's where we used the Dream filter and the Starburst filter, stacked those on to really give a unique kind of soft bloomed highlights look.
I really loved what Grayson and I were able to do just down in the FilmLaab studio with a water tank, one light, and the camera. Like, we got these amazing floating water shots that look really high end.
Hand off the hard drive to Jason, gave him the idea on the vision and general direction we're looking for, and he was able to take it from there.
Yo, what's up, you guys? This is Jason. I'm the editor of this project, and this one's pretty cool. Something that's really cool about spec work is that you can pretty much do whatever you want. Like, you have no clients, you have no even like brand guidelines that you have to follow. So for this project, I was given kind of free reign. You get a bunch of this cool footage and you kind of get to rip. So there are two main themes throughout the video: water and it's flower. So that's kind of how I chose the music for it. It's kind of like Dune-like. Actually, funny story, I was scrolling through Instagram and I found this guy who's like doing this flute thing, an Armenian duk-duk, and it kind of sparked an idea of like, that could be kind of cool for this spec piece. And once I found the music, I really started to lean into dreaminess of it.
Jason did an amazing job of kind of giving the video an essence and a feeling through that sound design and his edit. I think without him, this just wouldn't have been anything special.
And the voiceover is a big thing between Mike and Mitch. Should we add one or should we not? I actually had the idea of not doing anything, but both Mike and Mitch were like, yeah, let's just try something. And I think to their point, it added so much. So what I did was I went into 11 Labs, searched up female voice, and I think I put like a whisper effect on there. And I plugged in a bunch of stuff that Mitch Winter actually wrote a long time ago. He gave me a doc with unique and cool kind of like poems, put it in there, and it spit out a bunch of stuff. I added some echo and I added some reverb, which I think added so much to it. So normally we would just use AI as a placeholder and then get a voice actor or actress and replace them afterwards. But since this is a spec piece and nobody's paying us to do this, we figured maybe we would just keep the AI in there, and it turned out to be pretty good. One of my favorite parts of the edit is when the main character, she kind of looks like and sounds like a barrel is kind of like moving her across. And then in the edit, I could stitch that together. She's going from left to right. The next one is already coming in. Just that little hint of uniqueness to the video.
I really love the like grainy retro, but then like the blues to kind of give it this like feeling of water. And
for the color, we really wanted to add kind of like a very filmic and vibey look to it. And so we used a power grade that had a bunch of grain, that had a bunch of gate weave and flicker effects to it. Like I said, spec work, you can do whatever you want. That's kind of what we did with this. If you want to check it out, let's roll the final piece.
What draws us? Dream and thesis. The nostalgia of something that never happened. Caught between wake and death. The cracks that keep reality from splitting. The seams that hold me together. Miu 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 Miu.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that piece. It was quick, it was done in less than a day, but I'm so happy with how it came together. And it's just a reminder that you don't need to make everything perfect. Not everything needs to take a large crew. Do not let complicating it get in the way of creativity. If you guys want to see more BTS content, please subscribe. You're going to be seeing more about how we're working on set, but also how we're building our video production company. That being said, if you're a brand or somebody who wants to work with us in 2026, find the link in our description to fill out a form and work with us. Thanks guys, appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.